how are you today? Today we are going to be making the best chocolate chip cookies. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to take out 1 stick of unsalted butter and let it sit on your countertop for about an hour before you start making your cookies so that it's nice and soft. You also want to take out 3 eggs, put them in a bowl and let them get to room temperature when you take the butter out. So again, like an hour before you make your cookies. So my butter and my eggs have been sitting on the counter. They are now at room temperature, so I can start making my cookies. I preheat my oven to 375 degrees, and now I am going to mix my dry ingredients together. So I'm going to take a 1.5 cups of flour, and then I am going to take 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm using this kind. Then I'm going to take a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. And then I'm going to whisk these dry ingredients together in a bowl. So they're well combined. And then I'm going to set my dry ingredients aside and move to my electric mixer for the next part. Okay, y'all, I am so sorry. I thought I pressed play, but it didn't play. But before, what I did was I added 1 stick of unsalted butter into my electric mixer. Then I added 3/4 cups of light brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of regular cane sugar, and a 1/4 cup of confectioner sugar. And I am mixing them together for about 4 to 5 minutes until they are mixed together and light and fluffy. Okay, so here's my mixture after it's been beating for about 4 to 5 minutes. I'm now going to add in 1 large egg with 2 egg yolks. Next, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I am going to beat this mixture on high speed for about 5 minutes until it is pale and fluffy. Do you see how light and fluffy and beautiful that batter came together? Oh my gosh. Is we are going to take our dry ingredients and we're gonna slowly blend them in with the other ingredients. Just like a 1/2 cup at a time. It's always the hardest part because you just want to dump it all in, right? But it does make a difference to do it nice and slow. All right, I can add a little bit more. Push the sides down. The very last thing that you're going to do is you're going to fold in 1 cup of mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now you want to do this just with a spatula. You don't want to use the KitchenAid attachment or your electric mixer attachment because it could break apart your chocolate chips. And these are chocolate chip cookies. Your chocolate chips are the star of the show, so you don't want to do that. What you need 2 baking sheets lined with parchment paper. So I have mine, I have 1 here and 1 here. You'll get about 20 to 24 cookies depending on how big you make your cookies. I am using a cookie scoop for mine, and I will form them with my hands. So I'm just gonna take my rings off so I don't get them all yucky and cookie doughy. And these cookies do spread, so you definitely wanna give them a little bit of room away from each other. They don't spread too much, but you wanna give them a little bit of space. I'm just gonna roll them into little cookie dough balls, give it a little push down. And I'll try to get 12 on here. Let's see. The hardest part of this recipe is trying not to eat the cookie dough because it is so delicious. I love cookie dough. Ben & Jerry's has that edible cookie dough that you can buy. It's in the freezer section. We got it once. They're like a little mini cookie dough bites. They're good, but they're not as good as cookie dough, I don't think. It's probably just the same ingredients without the egg, I would think. I don't know if there's much other difference to it. So far I have 6 down. I'm shooting for 6 more. I mean, 9 would be okay, but I like to get it done in 2 batches. Let's see. Yeah, I think I can fit another one in there. What do you think? You see them? I'm making mine on a medium size. They're not small cookies. They're not big cookies. They're definitely medium-sized cookies. I tend to do it that way. I do enjoy a small little cookie though. That's just like a 2-biter. But I feel like most people like it on the bigger side, which is why I do it on the more bigger medium side. Okay, I'm gonna move these down a little bit. A little bit more room. This last row is close to the edge. Okay, so hopefully you can see it. Here is my cookie dough balls. They're super cute. My oven is preheated to 375 degrees, so I am going to bake these for 11 minutes. I have found that with these cookies, 11 minutes is the sweet spot for them to be fully baked, but still have that ooey gooey yummy center. If you like them a little bit underbaked, you want to do 10 minutes. If you like them crunchy, you want to do 12 minutes. So I'm going to pop these in the oven and set a timer for 11 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 11 minutes. All right, now while those are baking, I'm going to prepare my next batch. I set this down because the parchment paper always likes to roll off. It drives me crazy. All right, let's see how many more we get. Oh, that one's a little big. If you want to be fancy, you can always add a little bit of salt, especially the thick cut salt on the top. If you like that little salty consistency. I don't really like that, but I know some people do. What's also really yummy is if you have leftover mini chocolate chips, you can put some extra at the top. It just makes it look a little bit prettier. We actually don't have that much dough left. I might not get 12. I'm thinking for this one, I am going to get 9 cookies out of. We'll see. Right now I have 4. It's 5. 6. Ooh, we're cutting it close. 7. 8. That's a little mini one. And 9. All right, so these are ready to go in when my oven is ready for the next batch. So I'm gonna set these aside. I'm gonna get a cooling rack. Here are my cookies at 11 minutes. You can see that they spread a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out and let them cool on the baking sheet for about 5 minutes before transferring them to the cooling racks. Here is my second batch of cookies going into the oven for 11 minutes. Ooh, look at how yummy they look. This was my first batch. You ready to do a little taste test with me? Let's pick a good one. Look at that cookie. Doesn't that just look like a good chocolate chip cookie? A taste test. This really is the best chocolate chip cookie recipe. So if you are on the market for a new or different chocolate chip recipe, give this a try. You won't be disappointed. They are delicious. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.